Oh my gosh, you asked me about coins?
You, I'll tell you a day.
I almost kicked that fucker in there. I'm sure I got coins.
I have probably $100 in coins.
I saw the 50 back on the thing.
Well, yeah. Okay, so what is the what's the race?
Good morning, everyone. We are just about ready to get started.
Race to 9.
You can see the players warming up right now. And change the view here. This is practice for us. And so we wanted to add in some more graphics, and we have a couple videos and stuff like that. And so appreciate you coming around and being here while we kind of experiment with some of these things. We appreciate Jeff Hayes with top-notch home inspection, sponsoring us in part, and joining in with this experiment. Be sure and get in touch with Jeff Hayes or us if you don't have Jeff Hayes' information. If you are in the Portland metro area and need a inspection on your home because you're selling or ultimately buying a place, that kind of thing. I've got Steve Lingelbach here with me right now, and
Yep, I'm here.
and Josh is going to be joining us as well.
Josh who?
Yep, Josh is here, and the leg is off, and it looks like Mr. Scarth. Nope, Mr. Bremer earned the first break.
I'm gonna jump on my phone and share the link. I got a bunch of people from work. They like to watch me do these.
This is a winter break format.
All right, hey guys.
Let's see if, well, I don't.
The new Propel by Q-Tech. If you don't have one yet, Biggelbachs.com can take care of that.
Break. Change
All right, so we got a little, what do they say, 9-ball race to 9?
Yes. Winter breaks.
All right. Now we can all see. How's everybody doing tonight?
You talking to us?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can talk to the people listening, but they won't really engage back to me.
Let's see here. Yeah, we don't want that on. We don't want that on. Oh, no, we do want that on.
Oh, see, now I can hear you.
You can?
Well, you?
Well, Steve, I see Steve's not talking.
No, he just hasn't said any words yet. For those of you who haven't met Darth Lingelbach, I have Steve here. We've got Carissa here. We've got Dave Scarth playing Mr. Phil Bremer. Looks like Scarth's queuing up to cut the 1-ball in. Misses the shot, but leaves a pretty good position then behind the 2 and the 3. Looks like Phil's going to have
a two-way shot.
I I think he was trying to make it. I think he was trying to pocket that ball and get on the 2.
Yeah. And it worked out nice.
I would agree. But the 1 ball didn't go down.
Well, I mean, it worked out nice for him that he's got a safe.
That's true. So, Steve, Phil's kicking at this ball. Where does he want to leave the cue ball?
He wants to hit it full and hit it towards the side pocket, about like that.
Oh,
and,
boy, he hit that sweet.
He did not get a rail, though.
Oh, man. That feels like no reward. It's that slow table.
I was just going to say, someone should have told Phil that we've got a little bit slower of a table here. So that leaves Dave Scarth with ball in hand.
Now, both of these guys, I think, said something about, didn't they both? I haven't played at all.
Oh, you know, I've heard that a few times lately from people. I haven't been playing pool. Now, Dave can't necessarily say that because he came over here and he played 40 games with me. Well, technically 41 because we went hill-hill.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how much Phil's been playing.
There's a 3 next.
Yeah, it looks like the 3 is... Let's take a look this way. Yeah, the 3's... Wow, that was a good shot. It's actually really good speed, too. Leave it right there for the 4 ball. So he's going to pocket this and draw back a couple ball. Oh, he's going to go play it in the side.
Was there another way to play that?
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess you could draw back this side and cut it down into the top rail. But see, that's it's just a preference. I mean, Steve, which way would you have shot it there?
It would have gone into the corner, not the side.
Yeah. And why is that?
It's a smaller window.
Oh, the side is?
Yeah, in the side pockets, your percentage of your landing area is going to be much smaller due to the fact that you can't go and use the rails much. You've got to hit it perfect.
Yeah, I heard one of the pointers that when you have the choice of to play something in either the side or the corner is a higher percentage.
Well, it's just easier to play position. So it's more of a position thing.
There we go. We've got Phil pocketing a 7, leaving himself with the slow cut shot in the side.
Yeah, it looks almost like he got a little bit of a steeper angle than he maybe wanted there.
Think he'll go down off the end rail and back up.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. I don't think that's the way he wanted to play that. But it looks like there is still an open shot into the side pocket.
Yeah, I would assume he wanted to go around that 9 for his shape.
See. It's an unfortunate miss, but that's what happens when you don't get a whole lot of practice in the last, month, 6 weeks?
Yeah, and these guys volunteered to, obviously with 2 days' notice
Yeah.
type of thing. So that makes a big difference. Being able to prepare. I know Chris said that he, really made a big difference to him to have that time to prepare for his match with James.
Yeah, it was about 2 weeks, I think. They knew in advance.
Yep. So David Scarth takes the first game. And we have a score. I'm going to check the feeds, the live feeds, and share. I'll be right back.
So Steve, do you who won the lag on that? Are they playing winter break or alternate break?
I don't know what you guys set up, so I'm not sure what winter break.
Winter break. So we've got Dave breaking.
So who do you like in this match, Josh?
Well, I would say that I think Phil is. Well, I think Dave's going to take it because Dave got a chance to play on this table a little bit, last week, and he's probably a little bit more comfortable with it than Phil is. Being a 9-foot table, not a lot of people get too much practice on these. So I think Phil is just a little bit of an underdog only because of that, because of the lack of practice on not only the 9-foot, but on this particular table. What do you think?
I'll take Phil.
You'll take Phil?
I'll take Phil.
All right. That was a on-the-fly, over-the-air side bet.
It was.
Winner gets to shave the other's head.
I think we already did that.
Oh, shoot. You're right. Well, Dave's off to the races here.
You got a little straight on that 4 ball. That's it's not going to work. I can't tell. Yeah, he'll just pull back a little bit. He's all right. But,
Yeah.
Want a little bit of angle there.
Cut the 5 ball into the opposite corner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Basically, a 9 ball, that's one of the worst things you can do is get straight in on balls. You always want angle.
Is that so you can play for shape for the next ball?
You would think.
Oh.
And Phil's going to get an opportunity here.
With just a few balls left on the table, looks like we're going to have an even score here in just a minute.
This shape shot's not a hanger.
How deep in the pocket are we?
It's a little bit out of the pocket.
Yeah, it's got a little room for him to twist it.
Hey, hit that well. Looks like he's using his new cue, isn't he?
Where'd he get that?
Biggelbachs.
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 He got the one I like too, the blue with the white forearm. I think of that series, that's definitely my favorite cue on that.
Looks like Phil's settling in a little bit. He'd like to get a little better shape, but he's on the high side, so he should be okay.
Oh, undercut it.
Yeah, kind of missed okay.
Well, it looks like he left. I mean, I got to say, you play that just in the corner with a little bit of top, so you follow past the side. I think that's a little too far past the pocket to try to cut it in the side.
It looks fine in the side. It's not a scratch. It's just personal preference. I think you make it more going in the side than you do the corner. So let's see what he chooses. It looks like he might be going to the corner.
Maybe he should have chose the side like he recommended there, Steve.
It's just an easier shot.
I think he just left Phil the same shot, though, going the other way.
Phil can't cut that side, though. All right, Phil's got another whack at a 9 ball.
And that one goes right down into the center of the pocket there to bring us to 1-1. Guys are laughing it off a little bit. It's got to be a little nerve-wracking too to not to get a chance to play for as long as they haven't, and then come volunteer to hang out here on a live stream and watch everybody. Have everybody watch them take those shots that are 50-50. You know.
Right.
Hey, there's Carissa.
What?
Hi.
I wouldn't want to do it. It's a little nerve-wracking.
When are you going to do a challenge match there, honey?
I'm not,
Why not?
because I haven't played. I'm too busy working.
I was kind of worried when he said, when are you going to play a challenge that's there, honey? I thought he was talking to me. And I was like, Steve, I like you. I don't know if we have that kind of relationship, though.
I think you do by now.
Just because we've got the same haircut now just doesn't make that happen.
Man, we got same choice in wardrobe. I'm wearing my Biggelbachs shirt. You got a Biggelbachs shirt.
I got a Biggelbachs shirt.
You got a Biggelbachs shirt.
Everybody's Biggelbaching.
I know Karen and Kevin got their Biggelbachs shirts today,
Oh,
and
nice.
they have they set up a Rose Festival porch parade kind of thing. Have you heard about that? Because we can't do the Rose Festival this year, really.
I did hear about that.
Yeah, like they are one of the chosen porches, and they took a picture with their Biggelbachs shirts.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right?
That's awesome.
Like, psh.
The Blazers do a thing called Where in the World.
Yeah, but you have to wear blazer gear.
I see where he's going with this.
Yeah, she didn't catch that one. It flew
no,
right by.
Okay. 2 and 2 equals 6.5, and I think Steve is on the
Have a contest
on where on the globe are you wearing Biggelbachs? Where are you Biggelbaching?
Yeah.
I think as you dubbed it a minute ago.
Biggle Nation.
Well, Sherry and Glenn are here with us in the
Chat room?
yes, if you will, and so is Michael Iyer. And I gotta send Sherry and Glenn their shirts. They're probably no, Harmony Kephart might be the furthest because she's in Coos Bay. Coos Bay's further than Eugene, isn't it?
Yes. Another hour and a half or more.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we have Tim Frazier in the house.
Hey, Tim. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Glenn. How's everybody? Hope everybody's safe in all this madness.
Yeah. Tim says that Phil's a good guy, but can't see him beating Scarth.
Ooh.
So Tim Frazier is on Team Scarth.
All right, Tim. I'm betting a beer. I'll take the Phil Meister for a beer.
You wouldn't even bet me the beer. How does Tim get the bet?
Because you look like me with your haircut now.
I cut my hair first.
It doesn't matter. I had to cut my own hair. It's not a pretty sight. It's not a pretty sight.
Hey, we got Pat Riley. I said Michael Iyer. Hi, Michael Iyer. Air.
I'm not going to touch that.
I can't. I'm never
I think it's Iyer.
100% sure.
He'll correct you in a sec here.
Michael Air or Iyer.
It's either like Air Jordan or Error.
Tim Frazier says you're on for that beer, and
Good.
Chucky McGill is in the house. Hi, Chucky.
Well, in the meantime, we're playing some pool over here, and I think
Back at the ranch.
Dave's left Phil at least a safety shot here.
Yeah, he can see the edge of it. Put about 3 tips on it. Leave the 2 on that. Just don't move the 2 very far. Just spin it and run up and use the 7-5 as blockers.
Or use the 8.
No.
I was going to say you don't like going inside with that, and that's probably why you would have told me not to right there.
You just leave the 2 there. It's in a safe zone. You don't do anything with it.
Okay, they're going to talk about the game and the match and who does what. I'm going to say hi to Steve Register It is Michael Air, like Air Jordan.
Air Jordan. Okay.
And Josh Anderson says he wants to take Phil for 20 from someone. So there are some members on Team Phil. Oh,
Well,
shoot.
It's 1-1, so it's a good time to put those bets down. I've got a beer on it, and
Francis Fontanilla is in the house too.
smoothie.
Boba tea.
Boba smoothie.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're on.
You're on.
Okay.
A big one.
Oh, looky here.
Oh, that's a nice.
We can get to that. 4-ball might go into the side if you hit it right.
Let's say he plays 2 rails.
Yeah, 2 rails and with some speed. Like that. The 4 towards the side, and it wasn't perfect.
But the 3-ball goes right in front of the pocket.
Yeah.
Well, we have, I think, like almost 60 viewers here for tonight in our experiment. Should we ask people to share that in our stream tonight?
Yeah, yeah. If it's close and it goes too quick, we could always extend the race. Especially if I'm behind. My man's behind. We'll add a few digits.
So instead of doubling the smoothie, is it like smoothie plus lunch? If we have to double the bet?
Isn't it a little too soon for that?
Well, no, they're only playing in 9 games.
Well, normally before you say, double or nothing or flip a coin, we'll start again and double the bet. You wait until the end to do that. You don't do it at 1-1.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. We'll play for the boba tea, and then we'll have this conversation when it's over.
Is this your first rodeo?
Yes.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, I've never been on a bowl before. So it looks like he pocketed that 2 and left himself a window to get to the 3. That's a slim window to leave that cue ball in.
I think he doesn't have a choice.
Well, he hit that pretty good to get shape back on for the 4. The problem here is, unless he hits this just with pocket speed, he's going to overroll. Or he's going to have to pound it, right?
And somebody just started a watch party for us on one of the forums. Down and back. And that's no bueno. Oh, he might have got,
yeah, he got there.
Might have got there. He did.
Yes, he did.
He did. That's what the camera says.
And it's no cake work to get back to the 6 with good shape. I mean, you can leave yourself long, but to get good shape on that, you're going to have to stroke this ball a little bit.
He's going to have to swing it.
That was a good shot.
It's a safe spot for it. There's no sense in going all the way down and hooking yourself behind that 8.
So now we play this 6 ball in the corner. We come up for the 7 in the side. Yep, 7 in the side. Well, now he's 50-50. Where do you play here, Steve? What's the safe shot?
If you put about 3 tips on it, I think you can hold it. It'll kill off that bottom rail. He's looking at going into the corner, so I could be camera hooked. Let's take a look at the other camera. Yeah, this is just swing around the table. It's natural, middle ball. Hit the boogers out of it, and he did.
That was a really good shot by
That was
Dave
a good
there.
shot.
Left himself a little underneath the 8, but that's fine. I mean, as long as you pocket the 8 here, that 9 ball goes in from pretty much everywhere.
It does.
Well, I think there's like 6, like a square inch or a square foot maybe, but I don't think he's gonna land in there. Again, great shot by Dave. Leave himself a very easy 9 ball here to take the 2-1 lead.
Yeah.
There we are. All right, now that we've got ourselves a little bit of a break here, let's go ahead and
Biggelbachs.com, your ultimate shopping experience.
Well, I think that looked pretty good there, Mr. Steve. Did you break that yourself?
Yes, yep. I was horsing around with the video camera the other day, and I've been doing a lot of videos lately. What's the shot? What's the pattern? What's the everything? And it's been a lot of fun, and amazingly, a lot of pool players from all over the country are watching it. It's pretty humbling to see how many people out there want to improve and get better. When you want to talk, just do that.
Right.
It's the best way to do it. All right, we got a 1 ball. Is that a 1 ball Jaws or a 5? That's a 1 ball.
Yeah, it looks like Scarth tried to cut that in to leave himself with a 2 and just overcut it enough to leave it right in that that pocket there, which I believe there is a window to get through the 2 and the 8, but
looks like there's a window.
But you've got to hit that pretty good. Yeah, there is. No, it looks like okay. So that this other camera view looks a little bit cleaner. He can leave himself right there for the 2 ball in the opposite corner. And he hit that pretty good. Left himself an angle to get back on the 3 after the 2 pockets in that opposite corner. Ooh, I think he got himself behind that 6 ball.
Are you sure?
Yep. How about you?
Here comes Shorty.
Now see if he had himself a propel jump cue. That's a hanger.
Hanger with the propel.
You know, so Dewey came over the other night to pick up his propel that he bought from you guys, and I had to actually spend some time before you got here working on the table because he was jumping so much. This whole side of the table where Phil's at, it's just marks all over the table. I have some video that I've got to show you. I swear, that guy was jumping a ball from one end of that 9-foot table to the other end.
Oh my gosh.
It's insane. He was giggling. And if you know Dewey, that guy loves to jump, and he's very particular about his jump cue. So
right?
When he picked up that propel and he started just giggling, I thought I have some video that I've got to show you. I swear, that guy was jumping a ball from one end of that 9-foot table to the other end.
Oh my gosh.
It's insane. He was giggling. And if you know Dewey, that guy loves to jump, and he's very particular about his jump cue. So
right?
When he picked up that propel and he started just giggling.
Ooh, that was sweet.
What do you do here, Josh?
Well, I think he's going to try to cut this all the way up, but the problem I see there is that unless he ducks and he misses right there, he's leaving an open shot. So that was my concern. I think the better shot would have been probably to play it by the 4 ball behind the 8 and leave the cue ball back in behind the 9.
Doesn't anyone like the safety here?
Not right now. It's Scarth shooting the 4 ball straight in the pocket.
Yeah, so you're behind a little bit. And that was my concern with that shot, is it looked like he was queuing up to take it all the way up rail, but if you miss that shot, you just leave ducks. I mean, there's no problems left on the table. Now, all that Phil's got to do is put that 4 ball in. Oh, I didn't see. It looks like Dave missed that ball. Yeah, he did. He rattled that ball out. So he got away with it.
Maybe. Was he supposed to play safe a couple shots ago, Steve? And
Yeah, he was supposed to play safe on the 4-ball first.
put it on the
First.
end rail?
Yeah. Phil was, and he went for the cut down in the corner.
So it looks like this 5-ball is kind of opposite of natural shape for the 6. So is he going to try to swing around?
He's going to use high left. No, he's going to use bank pool stroke. Is that Phil?
Is that forceful?
Yeah, that was Phil. So now we've got David Scarth coming to the table here. He's going to pocket this 5 in that upper left corner. And I bet he plays 1, maybe 2 rails off the end rail back for that 7 in the side.
Yeah, it's hard to tell his angle from here. He could play short side for that 6 in the side. Either way, I believe the 6 is going to end up probably going in a side pocket.
Oh, well, the cue ball went in the side pocket. He did not hit that how he wanted. Overcut that 5-ball. Just a little too much. Well, we've got Phil coming back to the table. He's got a 4-ball run here.
So something that I noticed last year at the U.S. Open, a lot of the Asian players played position for balls in the side pocket. And in this spot, they might just run down to the other end of the table and hit the end rail and get almost straight in on that 6. They just did it an alarming amount of times, and it was sometimes brilliant. So Phil was okay with ball in hand to just get semi-straight on that 6. So, yeah.
Well, that is the tightest pocket on this table. I say it every time we've got some people over here. That's the one that you've really got to hit that into the pocket.
Yep, and for those who asked earlier, I'm not sure if the guys mentioned, they are playing a race to 9 winner breaks. So it's call pocket 9-ball, just like Chris and James played last weekend. So basically 10-ball rules, but 9-ball.
I like those rules, actually. I think that's probably my favorite set of rules. I feel like most people are breaking 9-ball better than they break 10. I think that's the hardest thing about 10-ball. Well, I wouldn't say the hardest. I think that's probably where people feel their game is the weakest in 10-ball, is the fact that they don't have a really strong break.
Yeah, that extra ball makes a big difference in rotation. And I was talking with someone about it the other day, how everything used to be winner break many moons ago, and you'd see guys that would run 9, 10, 11 racks.
Wow.
And we don't get to see that as much because of the alternating break format. So just kind of takes that away.
Yeah, and see, I like the winter break too. You know, when I've had some people over here lately, that's what we've chosen to do, and it's because you can, like you said, you can get on those runs where you've got. I'll just leave this right here, Steve. I need. You can get on those runs and you start feeling comfortable. You know, when say you break and run and then you have to sit and watch the next guy break and run, it's like you get out of rhythm a little bit. I brought 2 just in case.
I thought you were going to use that for yourself.
Oh no, I'm good. I got to. So I don't have the most comfortable chairs here for you folks listening. And Steve, oh my gosh! Oh, did it come back and get it? Yeah, it did. Look at that. Check that out, guys. Oh my gosh! It's like you get out of rhythm a little bit. I brought 2 just in case.
I thought you were going to use that for yourself.
Oh no, I'm good. I got to. So I don't have the most comfortable chairs here for you folks listening. And Steve, oh my gosh. Oh, did it come back and get it? Yeah, it did. Look at that. Check that.
Oh my goodness.
That was definitely an interesting shot.
That shouldn't count.
But it does. It's 9-ball, and it's their same pocket he called.
It still shouldn't count.
Oh.
I'm calling horse pucky.
Well, hey, I'm calling it 3-1, and I'm 33% on the way to a smoothie.
Oh, you guys just hit 100 viewers with that one.
Yeah, see, I knew it.
Bam.
So we've got a 3-1 here. Dave Scarth over Phil. Race to 9 with
the old John Scudder shot, huh?
the
that's what Cliff calls it. Yeah, we're all saying what here too, Phil. Unbelievable. Just remember, you saw it here on Biggelbachs TV.
Well, you're not going to see that shot for quite some time. I've never seen it.
I don't know. You did it in one of your "What's the Shot" things.
No, you know what he should do though? He should recreate that shot. And then, I think that there's another video thing that I see that they try to recreate, those pro shots and Corey Deuel's banana shot and this and that. I'd like to see Steve recreate that ball cutting 90 degrees into the point of the side pocket and then back into that same pocket.
My arm would fall off before I'd be able to replicate what he just did.
How many times do you think you would have to try that shot?
Maybe 1,000.
I would agree.
Yeah, that could be a 1 in 1,000.
Well,
or higher.
Jeff Hayes of Top Notch Home Inspection says it's a top-notch trick shot for sure.
Oh my gosh. That was a top-notch joke.
Right?
No, let's go. No, the gong.
The gong? Oh, hold on.
Okay.
I like that better. I think that is more.
Okay.
He's deserving of applause after such a good joke.
All right.
You guys are insane.
I'm teaching Josh to use the
when he says the word
audio clip.
Teach. Yeah. You know what? That's a little. Hold on. Let's go back. Hold on. That's a little scary.
Oh, Lord.
Seriously, guys, come on.
Cliff,
that was at least worth a little bit of a joke.
Cliff says it's been so long since he's played, he misses John Scudder getting lucky on him.
No.
That's what he said right there. And John Scudder says, I'm not sure if I still have that luck.
I like that, John Scudder.
I was slurping, honey. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Yep, that was a good shot by Phil.
Well, this is a big game for Philbert. He needs to get back in this match. All the balls are just sitting there saying, run me.
So he just plays this a little bit of low right, come back out for that 4-ball on the side.
Just drags his speed a little bit. Just a little twister.
Yep.
Kill Whitey.
Yep, and then stop shot on the 4. He's going to try to leave a cue ball about where that cue ball is right now. A little close to his work. Well, I think.
Yeah, he can use some right-hand English and cut it in and spin 2 rails and come down the line right at that 5-ball. It looks like that's what's there. So hit this cue ball with like 7 or 8 o'clock English. You don't really have to do anything. Just make sure you make the ball.
Scudder says he practices to be that lucky.
Oh, boy.
Practices his luck.
I'd pay to, if he's that lucky, I'd pay to get some of that luck.
You heard it, John.
And
Steve's got some money for you.
He just didn't stroke it.
Yeah. He had the right angle. And
yeah, just more side spin and come off that rail and come right in that line on that 5-ball. So It looks like he's a little off angle. I think he might be able to use just a high ball. Maybe not. Otherwise, he wouldn't be looking at the way he is.
I wonder if it's just straight, because if that's dead straight, he's got to play it soft. But if he's got a little bit of an angle, it makes it an easier shot to get back on the 7.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was straight.
yep. He tried to force it in and leaves Mr. David Scarth an opportunity.
I think in the horse world, I think my horse is throwing a shoe.
Throwing a shoe.
Throwing a shoe.
Are you referring to these gentlemen as horses?
I just did, yes. At least my horse. See, Phil's my horse. And he just threw a shoe.
Well, mine just
3-2 compared to 4-1 is no bueno.
Scudder says he can't play as good as you, so he's got to play to get lucky.
Well, I'd like to catch a little of both.
So Dave's going to play this. Is he going to come off the rail? Just use a little bit of top, come off the rail, and back for the 9. Yeah, just like that.
Yep.
All right. Hey, my horse took a bigger lead.
He did.
Yeah, there we go. 4-1, guys. And I will be back with you in about 15 seconds.
You got it. And it looks like they're taking a break.
Oh. We have a video we can put in for them, right?
Yeah. Do it.
All right. Propelled jump cue. Here we go.
The new Propel by Q-Tech. If you don't have one yet, Biggelbachs.com can take care of that.
No, you're good on the power on that.
Oh, my iPhone is only at
He's out. Yeah, he's out working on it. All right, the boys are having a little discussion here.
What do you think they're talking about?
I don't know. I can't hear them. They're in the next room.
Can't you read lips?
We're spatial distancing. That's what we're doing.
I'll tell you what, guys, though.
There's a wall between us.
For any of the people watching on Facebook, if you have any problems with clarity or the picture on YouTube is pristine. It's very nice. So, I think most people watch on Facebook, but I don't know, for whatever reason that YouTube feed is sweet. So I don't know, Steve, you think that Dave is just going to run away with it here?
Well, if Phil doesn't get on his horse, again, I'm going to stick with this horse theme. If Phil doesn't get on his horse, Scarth's going to run away with it here.
Yeah, he's playing with the new, because he hasn't played with he won a limited edition Predator with a Revo the other day. I think he picked the Revo.
He did.
And he's playing with that tonight.
He is. So Phil does have an excuse if he loses. He's got a new cue, and he hasn't played with it much, so I should have probably got a spot. I didn't even think about that.
There's only like 3 points difference between these guys on their Fargo rating.
Yeah, but my guy's riding a new horse. He's never ridden that horse before.
Well, I mean, isn't it just supposed to not make a difference?
It makes a difference. Switching from wood to carbon.
Yeah, that's a big shift.
All right. Dave's breaking, made a ball. Holy moly. Whoop. The bumper jumped out and bit him.
It did?
And Phil's going to go to safety town here. Hit this about quarter ball on the right side with some right hand spin. And park Whitey over right between the 2 and the 8. And should be golden.
All right, what I miss here, Steve?
It's a tied score, 4-4. You're looking bad.
Oh man.
One of their Fargo rates is like 621 and the other is 618. I'm not sure. I can't remember who's who. Rachel wanted to remind you, Steve, that you cannot ride a horse if you are the horse.
Ooh. It sounded good, though. But you're right.
So Dave Scarth is a 621, and Mr. Phil Bremer is a 618. So you are spot on there, Carissa.
Yeah. See, Stevie dogged it. You could have asked for a spot. There's a huge Fargo discrepancy.
Well, yeah, that 3 points is huge. It's huge.
Thanks a lot, Fargo fanboy.
Hey, yeah, Fargo fanboy, Predator fanboy.
Fargo
fanboy. That should be my new Instagram handle.
Oh my goodness.
Fargo fanboy.
Have you got over 400 yet? Are you
Oh my goodness.
are you into the 500s yet?
You're lucky I have no feelings. Because some people would be crying right now.
I cried when mine dropped under 700 for the first time in years. It happened in league, so I was playing league and not kind of giving it my all. And you know,
Are you just admitting that you're sandbagging?
no, that's not what I'm admitting, because that's not a thing. But you know, the guys were running out on me, and I lost one night, 2 out of 5 games or something, and I dropped down below. So the next few weeks, I went 25-0. In order to raise my Fargo back up over 700. I raised it like 2 or 3 points.
That's crazy how you have to have that many games to get it back up over for a couple losses.
Well, it's a goofy thing because, you know, when your number's up there and you if you lose to somebody who is, you know, a 400, I'm not sure how the math works, but the number dropped like a rock. That's all I know.
Well, you know what's really funny is so when Chris was preparing for the James match, he came over here and him and I were kind of playing a little bit, and Laura was so excited because she got her new Jacoby cue from Biggelbachs, and so she wanted to play with us, and she picked up a cue, and Chris and I and her and Ira were all just kind of running around. Well, I swear I can't make this stuff up. Laura wins a game against Chris. Laura wins a game against me.
Mm-hmm.
Laura wins a game against Ira. And I looked at her and I said, you know what? I think you actually have a higher Fargo than I do. Right now.
Right?
But I'm currently at 540.
Ooh.
Yeah. The highest I was 589. Had a bad tournament, 9-ball, dropped me all the way down because I don't have a ton of robustness. Dropped me down to 509, and I've been clawing my way back. And I feel like every time I get up to 545 or 550, you know, I play a tournament and I get knocked down 15, 20 points, and I have to spend months to claw it back.
How do you drop 80 points?
I did. I literally dropped 80 points from one tournament.
You didn't have fingers fall off. You didn't cut fingers off.
I know it was. It was a 2-and-out tournament too. It was a race to 2. I played like
Oh my
5
goodness.
or 6 games, and all of a sudden I dropped 80 points. And hey, Jason Bennett saw it happen. I mean, it was just nuts. I went from 589 to like 508 or 509.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Back at the ranch. So we've
I'd kick
The
this
horses
the other
are
way.
grazing.
I'd kick this the other way.
Two
but what do
rails?
No, I'd go one rail like you did before.
But harder.
Oh. Yeah, you want to get that to the other end of the table. So even if you go 2 rails at it that way, you can't leave it in the middle of the table like that. You're going to give up a shot no matter what. So when you're kicking like that, you need to really pay attention to your speed, and you want to play just enough speed so that no matter what angle you hit, it could hit that end rail. Otherwise, it's an unforced error, a mental error, all that kind of stuff.
Well, that was a good shot by Dave there.
I can't tell the angle on this. Yeah, he should be able to come backwards.
Yeah, a little bit of low.
Yeah, I thought he might have to go forward, but he can drag right, just basically back to the middle of the table, right about where he's at. He overhit that a little bit, depending on where the 4 is.
Yeah, 4 is right above the 9, so he's going to have to play that a couple rails behind the 9 and the 8.
He's got too much angle here. He should have played to the middle of the table. He ate his Wheaties on that stroke.
Yeah, I think he'll play this with just a little pace, come around. Oh, he's playing for the 4-9 combo.
I hope not.
Well, the way he hit that, it almost looked like he was planning to leave himself there.
Let's take a look at this other camera angle. This doesn't look all that scrumptious.
Well, he's going to have to... Well, he's going for it.
Yeah, he's swinging. Batter up.
I think he's...
All right, my horse, he's back in the race. He's coming around the corner.
Oh.
Down the back stretch, here comes Phil.
Oh, man.
I
don't know what to say besides that.
Giddy up.
Steve.
I deserve that. Yeah.
I am now bestowing the sad trombone.
The bad joke gong. Okie dokie.
So it looks like he's queuing this up to play that. Yep, in that upper left.
I'm not going to do another bad joke. I don't want to get gonged again. Yeah, he missed good.
Yeah.
So David's going to have to bring a good shot here.
It's not 4-2 now?
No?
Not yet?
Bremer didn't win.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, this is the first game since I've been back downstairs. This is 4-1.
Oh, okay.
What are you thinking? You think it's
Well, I thought, because, we were getting all excited about getting up or whatever that...
I was just trying to help my horse along. I mean, he's been throwing shoes, and he's.
I thought he won a game or something.
No. Wow.
He went over to the wrong racetrack for a while and was hanging out over there, and they had to bring him back. It's rough. It's rough. Phil's having a rough night.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Dave played himself a pretty decent shot there. He left it behind the 5 ball, so Phil's gonna have to kick at this 4. Say 1 rail off the end rail.
He's gonna have to buy a propel.
Oh my gosh, Steve! 2 in a row, man.
That was a stretch.
That was a stretch.
That was a stretch.
Well, all I gotta say is that people, if they want their propel, they better get it pretty soon because they are running out, and I am not doing any more on the giveaways, I don't think, because it's gonna be a little bit before we can get them again.
We're gonna hit a dry spell, huh?
Think so.
All right, sports fans, horse racing fans, get your propels before they run out, because we've gone through a ton of them. How many do we have? We have not even a half dozen, do we?
We have 6 red ones, I think.
6 red ones.
No black left. I think
Nope.
Dewey got the last black one. He was stoked.
Yes.
All right, everybody. We have 6 propel jump cues, the greatest jump cue of all time in history. If you saw Chris and James DeVee last week, they hit every jump cue they shot at. That's a fact.
Hey, like I said, if it can make a pool player giggle when they use it, I think that's almost what you're paying for right there. You're paying for the joy. You're paying for the fun.
That thing is fun too. It jumps so straight. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I actually, after he left, I started looking up the specs on it. It's a 13.9 millimeter tip.
Oh.
Thing is huge. Now, that being said, one of the things we noticed is it jumps so straight. I mean, I see a lot of people who have issues when they attempt a jump shot and they accidentally put a little left or a little bit of right on it and masse accidentally and they miss shots. That Propel is the straightest jumping cue I have ever used.
What are you, a walking commercial?
I'm so good. Dude, you have no idea how much knowledge is up in this head of me. It's a big head. It was so big, like it kept growing and my hair stopped. It was outgrowing my hair.
Is that what happened to your hair? The brains are pushing the hair out?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Wow.
Tim Fraser said he cut his own hair too.
He
He
did
said
too,
all
Tim.
3 of them.
Tim, we need to have a bad haircut contest or something here in a few weeks. It's Carissa's birthday next week, and she was talking about some type of parking lot party or something, social distancing. Everybody's 100 feet away, and
I know we got the perfect street for it.
I don't know. Yeah, we do.
And is this Scarth shooting the 6 ball?
Yeah, he pocketed the 5 in the side and drew back. He drew back too far, so he's jumping over.
It's that Propel.
Oh, look
He
at that.
grabbed Shorty.
Look at that. Oh man. So here's
is this Scarth shooting the 6 ball?
yeah, he pocketed the 5 in the side and drew back. He drew back too far, so he's jumping over.
It's that Propel.
Oh, look
He
at that.
grabbed Shorty.
Look at that. Oh man.
Ooh.
So
Oh, my horse just made he made it 1 lap.
that one, that's what I was going for. Yay.
Atta-way, Phil. All right. Boy, the fans are loud today. How can they be social distancing if the crowd that's watching is that loud?
Each person has a mask.
Yeah.
They have a face guard made out of acrylic that comes like they're a welding mask. They are all wearing sanitary gloves, and they're in the bathtub that is literally full of Clorox bleach.
So that was Bathtub Echo.
Bathtub Echo. Yeah, it was 5 people.
And I'd also like to know why you are sitting next to the audio panel and get to push all the fun buttons and I don't.
Well, the cord is only so long. That's what she said.
Either-
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Picking on
you
girls.
need to
here.
gong yourself on that one. Yes, definitely. Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Well, Rachel said that Dave is really good with the shaver, and so you need to talk to Scarth about that.
About what?
Getting your head shaved.
I'm not shaving my head. My head's beautiful. I don't want to make it like.
It is, honey. You're right.
I-
And then Ron Butts, those Propels are $409 on sale.
Regular $459, but
Something like that.
$409 is internet pricing, and we match internet pricing at Biggelbachs because we are an online store. In case somebody didn't know.
I think Steve's jealous that I'm walking commercial, so he had to chime in with his own walking commercial.
A little bit, yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, yeah. My boy's going to ride the 9.
No.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at.
No, you have to right there. I mean, that's the only choice.
Dun, 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 dun. We need like a horse race, like giddy up thing. Dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun,
see.
dun, 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 dun.
What he's going to have to do, though, is he's going to have to hit it with some pace, because what he doesn't want to do is he doesn't want to leave that 9 ball in the jaws. So I think he hits this with...
He's not going to slow roll this, okay,
No.
Sunshine?
There you go. Fine.
I mean,
Well, I'm trying to provide a little
Insight?
insight.
do you want me to get an Etch-a-Sketch so you can sketch it?
Well, I mean, if I could draw on this app, that would work very well.
Ay,
And don't we need that? What's that? A Telecaster? That
Oh,
you can,
yeah.
That you can like the weatherman uses.
Yeah.
Where's the green screen at?
Clouds are going to come in from the
north.
Well, your horse there stubbed his toe a little bit.
It's all part of the master plan.
So it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, Steve. So we've got. He's going to do another jump shot here.
You know, you're pretty obnoxious with those buttons.
Well, yeah, you sat me next to him. It's your fault.
It's your fault.
It's my fault. I just want everybody to know that Josh is the one running the buttons. That ain't me. Well, this looks like a drill or something. Look at how those things are all lined up in the middle. Look at this. Let's take a look from this angle. It's yep, that's a drill that Tim Frazier does all the time. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, Dave attempted that jump shot, and I'm not sure if he intended to have that 2-ball sit on that other side, but it was a fortunate roll there. Phil's going to attempt to kick this. Well, actually, which way is he going? Is he going behind the 6? That's.
I don't think he can get there. I think
yeah.
I think he's got to go between the 6 and the side with a bunch of left-hand spin.
Right.
I'm not sure running past that 6 he can shorten it up that much.
Yeah.
And I think he heard me through the maybe no. Phil, go between the 6 and the pocket and put 3 tips of left on it.
And low.
Is there coaching here? Can I go out and coach? What do you think?
One time.
One time.
So
okay.
if you're going to use it now.
Oh, he was able to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't listen to this guy.
Well.
What do I know? Either that I was camera hooked.
Oh.
I was camera hooked.
That is the commentator's out. That is the I couldn't really see it, so it was the camera's fault.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Well, I think it's the chalk that was there that helped.
Well, Dave's going to play safe here. I don't think he's going to attempt to pocket this ball.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Well, yeah, but I got to comment. I got to talk about it. That's my job.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. So
we're volunteers. There's no jobbing here. We're not getting paid, so it's.
I'm here. I'm all for the love of pool. All for the love of pool.
For punishment.
Well, I think I think we are going to see another jump shot here. I think that I like him to make this shot.
Phil doesn't have a jump cue. We went over this.
He doesn't have one, period?
I don't think so. He hasn't jumped yet. He's he's got a stick in his hand. He's been massaying and everything.
Well, that's the APA player in him.
I've got one in my bag.
I've got a couple here. Which one does he want to use?
I don't know.
Should I go ask him?
He's kicking.
In fact, I'm not going to ask him because he's your horse.
I'm gonna have a talk with my horse. I'll be right back.
So, do you kick behind the 2 off the end rail? Try to leave the cue ball down there. Stick it. Your mic's on.
I know. I'm trying to replicate the horse's hoof, like running.
Oh.
God. It didn't sound like a horse.
That's more like.
That's better.
Oh, that's better. Yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah. Thanks, honey.
She did that. She didn't even look. She didn't even know which one it was. She threw her hand up there and hit a button.
Oh, I knew which one it was.
Everybody gets to push the buttons except Stevie because it's over on the other side.
That's okay. You've got the fun, Mike.
I don't know what the subtitles are.
We noticed that if you have on Facebook now the volume turned all the way down, it automatically puts subtitles on the bottom.
Wow.
Yeah, we saw that on our iPad last week when we have it all the way down. So I just have mine muted, but if I turn the volume all the way down, it will pop up subtitles on the bottom.
Huh.
And of course, now that I'm trying to.
So, to Todd that asked about that, apparently just hit mute instead of having the volume all the way down, maybe?
Well, I want to know why he's got the volume all the way down. Does he not want to hear all this
I think that's
wonderful
probably,
banter?
I know. How do you know who's talking? You see all these words on the bottom. How do you know who's funny? They might think you're the funny guy.
That's what I've been the one doing the trotting. I'm the one rooting the horse on.
Well, we've got a 2-5 that does not appear to pocket into that lower left corner. So, again, I expect him to play a little bit of a save here.
It goes.
You think that goes?
Yeah, he could go rail first and come at it from a little different angle.
Ooh, someone else said that they have the volume up, and it still shows the closed caption at the bottom. What do you have to say about that?
I have to say that...
And Monique and Leo are watching, and they said that they think you guys are doing a good job.
A good job.
Yeah.
Well,
and they thank you.
Huh. All right.
You think I don't think Scarth's going real first here. I think he's going to be...
He might be able to go... Well, he decided to do something totally different and hide behind that wall, I guess.
Well, those 3 balls do give him a lot of space to leave the cue ball and still keep safe.
So, most pool players have a jump cue. So my jockey doesn't even have a horse here. He doesn't have a saddle.
But I think
he's got no jump cue.
Jennifer Giller offered to let you go pet the horses on our farm.
All right.
But see,
I'm sticking with this horsey thing.
The way he played that, I would say that he played it that way knowing that Phil doesn't have a jump cue and he's going to have to kick. Because I think if he had one on him, that he may have played that ball a little different.
I didn't know that my horse had no jump cue.
Well, I didn't either. That doesn't give you anything. You know what? The bet's already been made.
Well, I'm not trying to get out of it. I'm just kind of whining a little bit.
Don't whine, Steve. Oh, wow. Get a rail. Yep, 6 ball got a rail. So he pinned him behind that 3 ball.
Thank you.
Well, I didn't either. That doesn't give you anything. You know what? The bet's already been made.
Well, I'm not trying to get out of it. I'm just kind of whining a little bit.
Don't whine, Steve. Oh, wow. Get a rail. Yep, 6 ball got a rail. So he pinned him behind that 3 ball.
That's what I'm talking about.
That was sweet.
Whether or not that was intended or not, either way, great shot.
He called it, didn't you hear him?
Phil Bremer.
Called it.
Okay, well, now we have some help from John Scudder, who says that if you tap on the screen in the upper right-hand corner, there's an option to turn off the auto-captioning. He just found it.
Oh, Facebook, adding all these fun new little buttons for us to play with and try to find.
Yeah, Michael Ayre said to click on the settings gear button to turn off the closed captioning. But
Well, we don't have closed captioning with our equipment, so we don't need to worry about it.
Steve Marker says that you must be the horse whisperer.
Ooh, the horse whisper. I kind of like that. That's kind of nice. I gotta do a horse thing. I gotta learn how to sound like a horse. Don't touch those buttons. He's trying to. He's trying.
That's what she said.
What was that? Bum, bum.
Yeah, that's the punchline.
Okay.
All right, so we come 2 rail, 1, 2. Oh, we didn't get the angle off that side rail that he wanted, but he pushed the 3 ball into the 9, tied it up a little bit. So we'll see how Phil decides he's going to get out of this one.
I mean, we would much rather have me doing horse jokes than like COVID jokes.
Oh, yeah, I think we're all over those at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'd really get gonged on those.
And your 80 people at home are wondering what the world has come to when this is what they are choosing to do on Friday night.
Well,
They're hanging out with us.
I would choose to do that anyway.
Really?
Yeah. We said it a minute ago. It's volunteering. We're here for fun. I've got a couple really good players on the table duking it out. I've got some of my best friends, Steve and Carissa over here.
Baby.
I've got an empty vanilla Coke Zero in front of me now. I'm having a blast.
I'm going dry by the way.
What's everyone else's excuse?
I'm going dry by the way. My throat is getting hoarse.
Oh my.
That's bad.
I'm gonna go home tonight, look at the dictionary, and I'm gonna go all kinds of horse jokes. It's gonna go crazy. I can't wait. Let's do this again tomorrow.
Oh wow! What a great shot!
I hope that was my guy.
Wow, it was your guy, and check him out.
That's
That's bad.
I'm gonna go home tonight, look at the dictionary, and I'm gonna go all kinds of horse jokes. It's gonna go crazy. I can't wait. Let's do this again tomorrow.
Oh wow! What a great shot!
I hope that was my guy.
Wow, it was your guy, and a monkey or blind. He happened to get both of them. So before they go ahead and
The new Propel by Q-Tech. If you don't have one yet, Biggelbachs.com can take care of that.
oh man,
I'm not even drinking.
I was gonna say, what
Can you
is in
imagine?
that smoothie you have?
Can you imagine? Could you imagine if I had a drink before I did this?
I
'Cause
mean,
am
we've
a
seen
lightweight.
that.
No, we have. Yeah.
We've had video evidence,
Video evidence.
and we can get more video evidence. Believe me.
We can.
Chris
Meanwhile,
Booterlin says he's getting saddle sores.
ooh, I like it. I got
Lord.
the chat room doing horse jokes.
Race
now.
to 9,
Okay,
Jake
listen.
Miller.
You guys can't gang up on me here. You can't be feeding into the Steve monster, and leave me out here to dry. All right, come save me a little bit.
I think the more games Phil wins, the worse it's going to get.
I know, and
I
that's
just
why
have
I said
that feeling.
somebody needs to come to my rescue. This is going to be terrible. Dave, you know what? Dave, you're just going to have to run out the next few racks, and then I'll be happier.
Uh-huh.
But
We're putting in the camera with you guys on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And they'll see that we're all wearing horse hats.
Huh.
Uh-huh. That's what I'm talking about.
there we are.
Yeah, baby.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, look at our heads are cut off. What
well,
are you doing?
I didn't do it.
You didn't do something.
Oh, well, I'm doing all kinds of stuff.
Hey
guys. Thanks for watching. We really
They're in the
appreciate
middle.
it.
We're supposed to do this in between
If anyone
games.
wants
They're
to donate to
they're in the
these
mi-
yahoos, it's paypal.me/Biggelbachs TV.
Nobody is going to donate with us acting like horses. Asses. Oh, yeah, I did it again.
Yay,
did.
go Steve.
All right, back to the match.
Oh,
Enough.
Lord.
Enough.
All right, we are going to keep that up, though, because
Oh, my
you're going to have to
goodness.
see me whining here for the next few racks.
Karen says hi, Steve.
Karen Barudget?
Yep.
Hi, Karen. Yeah, you need to get me some horse jokes. I'd like a whole page of them. So
Oh, my gosh.
I need more horse jokes and track jokes. And
Where's Darren Walding when you need him?
I'm serious. I'm going all the way with this horse thing. It's going to drive him crazy.
Oh, my God. He's...
If I have to ride you like Seabiscuit.
Oh, my God. Oh, man.
Oh, well, this is my guy. He's going to play safe.
Nah, he's going to try to carry him off the 4 into the 6. No, he's not. He is playing safe.
Da, 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 da. Oh, I'm going to be up all night trying to find audio clips.
Oh, horse audio clips?
Yeah. Racetrack, horse.
Wow.
Yeah. And then
The
when,
problem is I don't even I'm like silent. You've actually silenced me because I don't even have any horse jokes in my repertoire. Like they're just not there.
you're going to have to pick a different pet.
Yeah.
Jennifer says, what did the horse say when it fell?
Oh.
I don't
I've
know.
fallen and I can't giddy up.
Oh, I like it. No, you didn't just gong Jennifer.
You know what? In fact, if they keep coming, I'm gonna keep
Oh
going.
my!
I'm gonna do it every time.
I want more horse jokes.
I think
want
someone's got
more.
their jump cue out.
Who? Phil? No.
Phil doesn't have a jump
No,
cue.
Dave just jumped over the 6 into the 4, and then he played the cue ball behind the 9.
You know what he should do? He should lend Phil his jump cue.
He should, but he's not going to because I've got a smoothie on this bet.
Yeah.
That's why?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, this would be the perfect jump shot over the 9 to the 4.
This is a hanger.
This isn't. Well,
Which you guys are
if
probably already had. but-
if you had a jump cue.
He's going to masse or twist or turn. Or, look at this.
I think Phil needs to come over to our place tomorrow and practice with the propel.
He tried to jump with his regular cue, I believe.
Well, and he actually, if you look, if you had a jump cue.
He's going to masse or twist or turn. Or, look at this.
I think Phil needs to come over to our place tomorrow and practice with the propel.
He tried to jump with his regular cue, I believe.
Well,
didn't
and
he?
Ooh. Oh.
Are we shooting a
Dave,
combo here?
Dave is gonna take the cheese.
What?
Yep. He's gonna drill it too.
Oh man.
He's gonna drill it.
He's not going to
One
drill
rail.
that.
Yes, he is. One rail all the way back.
He didn't
Nope.
call it. Sit down.
Dave, you and I got some talking to do.
Your horse just is thinking about throwing a shoe. Mine did it earlier, but we reshoot him. My horse has been reshoed.
Well, hopefully Dave can giddy up.
No. Phil is going to giddy up.
No, I like Dave. She said it right. She said it right.
Watch. Just watch my man go to work here.
Steve Marker says a horse walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Why the long face?"
Oh, no, that... Okay, at least he didn't get gonged. That's all right. Mr. Marker, good one. Keep them coming, baby. Keep them coming.
He really hit the mark
Why
with that one.
Ooh, why the long face? Oh, look what just happened.
I don't know.
Look what just happened for Stevie there.
Why don't you explain it to all our friends there?
I'm going to do a victory lap. Hold on. Woo!
Let's see.
He didn't get gonged. That's all right. Mr. Marker, good one. Keep them coming, baby. Keep them coming.
He really hit the mark
Why
with that one.
Ooh, why the long face? Oh, look what just happened.
I don't know.
Look what just happened for Stevie there.
Why don't you explain it to all our friends there?
I'm going to do a victory lap. Hold
Oh. It's coming back. It's coming back, Linda. I don't know what they did to the...
Oh, it's the 11. No, it's the 12. You're right. The 10 is black. That's the black and blue. And then he has... No,
We need to change the screen, though. I don't know what's going on with the screen.
I fixed it.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So that one, that video doesn't auto...
Oh, it doesn't go
It
back
doesn't go
to
back.
the other...
The jump cue one does, but that one we have to watch.
Okay, so now the guys are playing again?
Yep, guys are playing. I've got them up. We've got Phil made a ball on the break. He's got the one ball in the corner, and he's going to spin out. Well, he's got a shot on the 2. He has to jack up a little bit over that 8 ball. But if he can pocket the 2, then the 3 ball lies on that same end of the table into the opposite corner. So as long as Phil can pocket this too, this is an important shot. He has a really good out here. He plays this off the top rail and back. Now, left himself a little bit of an angle, so he has the option that I see is playing with a little high inside, pocketing the 3-ball, and then coming 3 rails back underneath, and then behind the, just like, oh, he was trying to do that, he had it underneath into that behind the 4-ball. So he hit it a little full, and then now he left himself sitting down. That's what he did. He left himself sitting down.
All right, are you ready for more horse jokes from the viewers?
Did they miss me?
No.
Well, hey, I have something to announce right this very second. I am super excited. I just got an email.
The house is sold.
The house is sold.
Congratulations.
The house is sold. They accepted our counter to their counter to our counter to their offer.
Does Laura know?
I don't know. I have to run upstairs really quick and give my wife a giant hug because they accepted our counter offer.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All
That
right.
is awesome.
Turn your volume down.
We can't hear you. You got turned down. He turned down the wrong volume or something. So slight technical difficulty with the audio board here. My co-commentator pushed the wrong button down.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. But
Yep.
and you're on still as well?
I'm still on. You've got him off, so
Okay.
you're good.
So Jennifer said
Okay.
the guy next door is a horse. He's a hell of a good neighbor.
Ooh. Sorry, Jennifer. I can't reach the buttons. Otherwise, I'd definitely give you a little. Yeah. I would definitely do that.
All right. And then Steve Marker said, a friend of mine has a horse that will only come out at night. It's called a nightmare.
Oh, that's a good one. I like it. Yeah, yeah. I like that, Steve. A nightmare. All right, we got a 4-4 battle. My horse is back in the race. Go get him, Phil. I've got a smoothie on this.
I know. He looks more comfortable.
Oh, yeah. He feels like it's just old home day or week or something like that.
Rachel says, what does a horse named Mayo do?
Mayo. Not sure. What does a horse named Mayo do?
He neighs.
Mayo neighs. Ah, that's definitely a gonger there. Yep. Mayo neighs. I like the nightmare better.
Nightmare's pretty good.
Yeah. Why the long face? I'm not going to memorize all these.
Well, it sounds like you might.